So, Joe, I'm hearing great things about this concert. No fan is going to walk away disappointed. What can we expect?
Well, the big picture is first we perform Hotel California, the album, in sequence, just like the record. And we've never done that. There's songs in there we never played before. So we had to do a bunch of homework. But, and that turned out to be profound for us. We never played it all at once. And it affects you differently. So then we take a break, and then we basically play everything we know. And it's a long show. It's a long show, but top to bottom, it's an evening with the Eagles in depth, and it's working wonderfully.
In what way did it affect you to play Hotel California all the way through? Is this an emotional effect that you're talking about?
Yes. The sequence of songs, they had a side B back then, and you turned the album over. Try and Love Again. We never played live ever, and Fastlane was always at the end of a show, and that's the third song. And Hotel California, we would never play first because that's the closer. But ending with The Last Resort. Now, we did that song a couple times in the history of the Eagles. And we also have a full string orchestra, and a choir. But hearing The Last Resort is emotional for me. With the orchestra and the choir, hearing Pretty Maids with the orchestra, it's an emotional ride for us, and I think it will be for the audience too.
Yeah. You've got Glenn Fry's son, Deacon, on stage with you. What's that like?
It's wonderful. I have to say that it's very healing. I'm kind of an uncle to Deacon. Most of Glenn's friends are. We have his back. I've known him since he was a kid. But to see him, when we thought, can we do this? Deacon said, sure, I'll give it my best. He knew all the songs. He could sing them, and he could play them on guitar, but he couldn't play them and sing them at the same time. Never tried that. So that took a while to get online with that. And he's just starting to blossom as an entertainer. He was scared to death at first. He's really confident now. He's got some moves, and he's just doing stuff. And he's got the grace of his dad. It's so nice for me to look over and see Deacon.
That's great.
And I'm really proud of him as a kid. He turned into a really good kid.
And Vince Gill, best known as a country artist who fronted Pure Prairie League, is also on stage with you. We know he has a tremendous voice. What kind of guitar player is he?
Well, pretty good. This is a new event too. Vince has always written with a guitar sitting around, accompanied himself. And when he tours, he does his songs. He gets some big guns from Nashville to come in and play the guitar parts on the album. He never had a chance to play lead guitar and step out there. And so that was new to him too. And it took a while for him to get online, but holy smokes, he never did that because he never had to. But he's just starting to blossom into this guy that can, he can rip it. He always knew how, but he never had to apply it. And he knocks my socks off every night.
That's a big deal coming from you. There's so much precision in an Eagles concert. The harmonies are always spot on. But Joe, you have got to be Joe Walsh, right? You have to be able to break out. And I hope that we hear that at the concert.
Well, I don't have much choice, really. And that is some of the energy that became part of the Eagles. And that's why Glenn decided I might be in the band. In the City, is an Eagles song, but that's a good rock and roller. And Life's Been Good came out right when we were starting the transition of me replacing Bernie. So rather than me go work that song when it came out, it was just always an Eagles song because it was really high in the charts and we just learned it and played it. So I'm kind of the closer, we have kind of the best of the best of my career, my songs at the end. And I'm kind of the closer, they bring me in the ninth inning to get 3 strikes, those guys. And I just take it up a notch and it's really fun.
What is it like for you to look out and see all of these fans that have been following you for all of these decades?
It's profound. We have millennials who know our music. They had no choice. Their parents played it the whole time they grew up, and they're coming to check us out. They're not exactly what they're into, but they're there. And we feel that energy. And we, all of our fans that have been with us are now grandparents, and they bring their grandkids. And there's a lot of kids, and they know the words better than us. That's great energy. And to see everybody come, this is the beautiful thing, okay? In this day and age, it's a little complex. People who normally wouldn't get together, people who normally would probably get in a big argument if they discussed what's going on. None of that matters. Everybody comes, they all sit down, and we have an evening together, and everybody goes home really happy. And man, if we can do that right now for everybody, that makes a big difference. And I'm so grateful to be in this band and so grateful that we can still go play and come and see.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 more questions for you, Joe. That's a perfect way to end it, but let me go for 2 more questions, so if you don't mind. More than 40 years later, I'm wondering if there is a favorite line of yours from Life's Been Good, one that still just makes you chuckle inside.
Well, a couple of them make me chuckle, yeah. I live in hotels, tear out the walls. I don't do that anymore, but I know how. And it's hard to leave when you can't find the door. That was funny at parties when I was maybe a little too high, but it's starting to happen now more and more. I can't find my car keys, it comes along with getting old.
I got it. Yeah, I'm getting there myself.
Yeah, but I think the best my favorite line is actually, life's been good. Says it all.
Yeah, sure does. Any chance with all this time together that you guys are spending that we get some new Eagles music out of this?
I wish I had a better answer for you. And I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that to do this with COVID still going on is really difficult and really complex. And, you know, we don't know till about 2 in the afternoon because we all get tested every day. We don't know if the tour's over and we're all going home or if we're playing that night. And we have to stay in a bubble. We can't have friends and guests backstage. We just can't. It's different. It's really different. But we've been able to do it so far. And a lot of groups are flaming out. You know, somebody tests positive, the tour's over. So new music, I'm sure, is there. Deacon's online. Vince, he can play guitar like a madman now. And I'm sure that we'll have to write about all this. You know, I'm sure between now, the end of this year, and when we start up next year, everybody will go home and some songs will start to come out of it. So I'm hopeful. Yes, there'll be some new music. Never say never. That's what Glenn always said.
That's a beautiful note to end on, Joe. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Shane.
A real treat. Real treat.
I love Seattle. I can't wait to get back.
No, great. We look forward to it. Well, everyone, I feel like that was I mean, Joe, you're just a great interview. I feel like we got more than we can use, which is a beautiful thing.
Well, interview's only as good as the questions. Okay. And you did good, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris, Megan, Saint. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate your professionalism and